This won't end well, podcast.
Yep. Welcome back. Episode 10. Let's go, fellas.
Let's get it, baby.
So what we doing?
Let's start with the draft,
The draft?
Yeah.
Oh, it's going to be a long one.
Yeah.
Let's do it.
All right, so you want to start with the Eagles?
Let's start with the winners and losers. Then we can talk about separate drafts after that.
Yeah. The Eagles were part of the winners.
Well, the winner, hand down, are the Jets, in my opinion.
Yeah.
Yeah, just
They won the damn draft after the first round. As soon as the first round was done, as soon as they trained back up for Jermaine Johnson, I was like, yeah.
Well, they got.
I was shocked when they did that.
They
I
actually,
wasn't, bro. Jermaine Johnson shouldn't have fell that far.
Right.
They actually went after players in need. They needed these people.
Yeah, Jermaine Johnson, bro, is he's legit. Like, he has every move, every damn tool that you look for in a pass rusher.
Yeah.
Yeah. Who you
Jets
think?
won. The Eagles won. I'm trying to think.
Who do you think was the worst draft? Who drafted was the worst?
Goddamn Commanders. Nah, they didn't have the worst. Maybe the Patriots.
I don't
Bro,
know
the
why they went
Patriots-
after Whichco in the first,
They
bro.
drafted Cole Strange
In the
in
first.
the first. Yo, I had Cole Strange mocked in like the 4th to 5th round.
I can
Well,
honestly
everybody did.
guarantee you that nobody would have picked him. Like, they could have picked
He
somebody
would have
else.
got
and-
picked.
Yeah,
Not
not in the first.
round.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Well, here's the thing, right? Like, we know how Bill Belichick works.
Yeah.
Right? He's always like, he's some guy, like, I'm the smartest guy in the room. I'm going
Right.
to prove it to you. Now, Cole Strange might be a really good player. He could be.
Right.
But the thing is, right, is like, when you got projections, right, it's still a fucking, a reach. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's still a reach, bro. Like,
Yeah.
people are always like, oh, well, let's wait until the preseason to call someone a reach. No, bro, that's not how projections work, right? Like, we don't do this, in the preseason and go back and be like, oh, damn, he should have been a second or a third. No,
Right.
projections, that's how you get that's how the grading system works. You know what I'm saying? Like, after the draft, you get graded on projections,
Right.
right? Where you drafted someone based upon the projection of where that player was supposed to go. Case in point, the Commanders, right? Jahan Dotson. He was surprised he went that early. He was expecting to go late first, early second. Now, the other guy, the defensive tackle, I think is Phyllis Mathis from Alabama. He said, now that's the second round pick. He said that his reps told him, that you might go in the 3rd or the 4th round.
Right.
Right? He went in the 2nd.
Right.
Now,
What seemed like
his reps came out and on Twitter and was like, well, he would have went in the next 10 picks. We have to tell our players, like projections like that, so they don't get like real anxious about, okay, I'm definitely going in the 2nd, right?
Right.
I understand that, but that sounds like damage control to me.
Yeah.
Right? Everything they did, it felt like they went high. I feel like the only value they really got was Sam Howell. Sam Howell last year, if he would have came out last year when he had all his weapons, he was ranked number 1 on the board, quarterback. Now, that probably would have been a bad idea because to me, it would have felt like a Baker Mayfield pick all over again. But he went in the 5th. That's great value, bro.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Even if he isn't like this great player to me, that's great value. You get a guy like Sam Howell in the 5th round, bro, that's a steal.
Yeah,
He
you don't
shouldn't
have to
fell
pay
that
him.
far.
You don't have to pay him that much money.
Yeah, you got no money tied in.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, so.
I feel like y'all first couple of rounds, you were like a round ahead of yourselves.
Yeah, listen.
I feel like a lot of teams were picking
definitely.
ahead. Like
Definitely. There's only a few teams that I feel like kind of nailed things, right? Like look at the Lions, right? Like the Lions had Aiden Hutchinson fall in their lap. And I know they were ecstatic because Aiden Hutchinson's a Detroit kid.
Right.
And, I know they were ecstatic about that. And
Didn't they
then-
move up to get him? Was that?
No,
No.
he fell.
Oh,
he
okay.
fell.
No, yeah, he went second. I mean,
He felt him because
the Jaguars picked.
Trevon Walker.
Yeah.
Right.
But I don't really know how I feel about Trevon Walker. To me, it's been one of the hardest players to project, in my opinion.
Right.
Right, like because you have pundits who say he definitely should have been the number 1 overall pick, but his numbers don't show that. And when you play on a crazy defensive team that they played with Nakobe Dean at linebacker, the other guy you got Jordan Davis, right? Like they were stacked on that defensive line.
Right.
But he didn't have the numbers to show it, right? So, but you're picking, Walker or Aiden Hutchinson. So, I know they're ecstatic about getting Hutchinson because they probably didn't think they were going to get him. But then they traded back, from 32 to, what was it, 12 or 13?
It was 12.
And got Jamison Williams, which is crazy because remember when we were talking, it's like, you don't trade up 20 picks unless you get a quarterback. But then I'm thinking like, well, who the hell are they trading up 20 picks for? Because these quarterbacks might slide. Now, mind you, none of us thought the quarterbacks would slide as bad as they did. Like Kenny Pickett going to the Steelers, didn't have to move. I like that pick. I like Kenny Pickett.
Right.
Everybody talks about his hand size, but I like Kenny Pickett. I think he's the most pro-ready quarterback in his draft.
Right.
Yeah, but think about this with Kenny Pickett. Pittsburgh and Pitt shares the same facilities. He's homegrown, bro.
Well, yeah. Listen, I'm not surprised by that pick. That pick did not surprise me at all.
I mean, who knows? Pittsburgh might have been working with him before this.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? They're in the same facilities together. Like their facility is the same.
Yeah, I'm not surprised by that. Nothing about that pick surprised me. You know what I'm saying? Like I thought they could have went Malik Willis, but I did not see Malik Willis falling the way he did.
Yeah, he fell all the way.
Like it's crazy. Like I seen some mocks that had Malik Willis going to Detroit 2nd overall. Now I thought that shit was kind of crazy.
Right.
But I never thought that these quarterbacks would slide, especially like the way they slid after Kenny Pickett. Because to me, the difference between Kenny Pickett, Malik Willis, Desmond Ridder, Sam Howell, Carson Strong, to me, it wasn't this big gap. I think that Kenny Pickett can start day 1. But other than that, like, I don't think it was, like, from 20 in the first round to, like, the 3rd, 4th, 5th round, I don't think it was that big of a gap.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? To see these quarterbacks fall the way they did.
Yeah, but I think I don't know if it was during his pro day or during the combine. They were saying how Malik wasn't as accurate as they thought he was.
Well, I think the last 2 games, they said something about the last 2 games. He threw 3 picks in both games.
I mean, he was overthrowing everybody at the combine and shit, like overthrowing people.
Well, I mean, I watched his I think it was his pro day. I mean, he was nailing some throws. I mean, people were excited as shit. But I was like, I didn't see him falling the way he did. I think he went to a great situation in Tennessee, though. I mean, Ryan Tannehill was probably pissed.
Yeah.
But I think Malik Willis went to a great situation. I mean, they're going to keep a really good defense. They'll run the ball. You got King Henry.
Who's they got to throw to, though?
Oh, they dropped it. They dropped it a wide receiver. They'll be fine. Like, Tennessee will be fine. Like, I know the Eagles got, A.J. Brown.
They let go of Julio, too.
Yeah, but Julio didn't do shit, though. Julio didn't do shit. Like, Julio is not Julio anymore. Like, he was injured. He's not the same guy anymore.
He's always injured, bro.
Yeah, they'll be fine. I think Tennessee will be fine. And he's not going to start anyway. Like, Ryan Tannehill still going.
Oh, yeah.
They'll have Ryan Tannehill start for another couple years.
Yeah.
Unless Malik just comes in and does something absolutely crazy. Which you got a chip on his shoulder.
Yeah, because he didn't go to, 3rd round or something like that?
I think it was what? Yeah, I think it was 3rd round.
83rd pick or 82nd pick or something.
I don't remember exactly what the pick was. But
no, we got
yeah, Nakobe Dean at 83, I think.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, we stole him, bro.
Yeah, we did,
Man.
yeah.
That made me mad, yeah.
He was first. They were projecting him to go 1st round.
Yeah.
And we got him in the 3rd.
Well, it's the same thing when what's the guy that went to Cleveland last year? I forget his name, linebacker.
Joku. What's his name?
No, what the hell is his name? I don't remember his name. But anyway, they were basically saying the same shit.
No,
he was injured, and then he fell into the second, bro. And then everybody's like, why the hell we do that? It's the same thing with Nakobe Dean. They said he's got soft tissue issues. He had what else? The pec injury and shit like that. But how he came out and was like, he's gonna play.
Right.
Because you can, the pec thing, whatever. You know what I'm saying? Like
You could play through that.
he'll get surgery eventually. But yeah, that was a steal, bro. That was a steal. Nakobe Dean's a first round talent.
Yeah.
Nakobe Dean probably without those issues, because once somebody pulls like a medical red flag on you, you know the entire league just falls for the same shit, right?
Yeah.
Like half of them probably don't even do their own medical research on them. They're just like, okay, one team pulled a red flag, take him off our board. And that's what people do. They'll take a great player right off the board, and he should have been the first linebacker off the, arguably the first linebacker off the board.
I mean, I like day one all the trading. It kept it interesting, bro.
Yeah.
There was 9 trades in the first day. And
Well,
then,
it's crazy because you figure, everybody wanted the wide receivers. Like, we knew at a certain point, remember, we were talking about, I was like, yo, at like 9, 10, 11, it's going to get crazy.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, because once that first wide receiver went, Drake London went off to Atlanta, I knew people were going to start scrambling. Now,
Right.
it wasn't because they wanted Drake London. It's because they were like, okay, it's about to be a free fall.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
Like, and everybody just started moving like crazy. I felt like the Commanders could have got more, right? Because we could have had Olave, Jameson. We're sitting right there. In my opinion, Jameson's probably going to miss the first month and a half of the season, maybe 2 months. Even when he comes back in the first year, he's not going to be 100%. He'll be 100% in 2023. But he is legit. He's the most explosive player in that draft. The most explosive player. He can run every route. He's faster than any DB on the field. And the Lions, listen, you don't trade up 20 spots if you don't think he's a wide receiver one.
Right, yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, 'cause
I was
remember-
shocked, bro.
Yeah.
I was shocked.
I don't know. Even though I don't like the Giants, I like the first 2 picks they took.
Who the Giants? Yeah,
Yeah,
Evan Neal and
They weren't
Kavon
offensive,
Thibodeau.
defensive line.
I like Kavon.
Yeah.
I like him. But, a thing that kind of surprised me early on, well, actually, I wasn't surprised because I called that shit Stingley going to Houston. I knew they were going to do this. And I'm not saying Stingley's going to be a bad player, right? But when you got, like, red flags because you've been injured the last 2 years, his freshman year, he looked fucking legit. Like, legit. But he's been injured. Like, if he has an injury problem, bro, that's a bad pick.
Yeah.
I still would have went Sauce Gardner.
Well, we did it with Sidney Jones, but we only threw out a second round for him.
Yeah, Sidney just went up turning out bad. I'm not drafting no Washington corners, bro.
Nah, bro.
I think, like, who was it? Kyler Gordon was the Washington's corner, their best corner.
After Sidney Jones, I was done with that.
In this draft. I don't know who took him, but I wasn't. I'm not drafting no Washington corners, bro. It's not in Willio at all. But Sauce Gardner is legit, bro. They got him, like, when they got him at 4, they were so damn hyped, bro. They stole this draft.
Yeah.
They got Garrett Wilson at 10, traded back into the first to grab Jermaine Johnson. I mean, they could have stopped at that point. It was over.
Yeah. Yeah, they did the damn thing, I'll tell you that.
Well, they got themselves a running back.
The Cowboys took. Let's talk about the NFC East, because that's what we're fans of. Y'all are Eagles fans. I'm a Commanders fan. So
I wouldn't say that too loud.
it is what it is, man.
I think the Cowboys draft like 3 linebackers, bro. Like,
I don't know, but I know they got Tyler Smith. He was ranked like 40 on the big board.
yeah, but they took him at what?
They took him at 24.
24, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, he's an offensive tackle. And I think he's like 6'4". He's kind of on the smaller side of an offensive tackle, in my opinion. When you're like 6'4", you got push inside. But I don't know. We'll see how it goes. I wasn't really a fan of anything they did. Nothing they did kind of like
Nah, nothing
made
blew
me
you
worry.
away.
You know what I'm saying? There's always that one player, though. You know?
Right.
There's always that one player. But nothing they did worried me at all. I mean, I still feel like they lost Amari Cooper, and I still feel, they got an issue there at wide receiver.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
You know what I mean?
Well,
Like,
they're going to find out once they see how these other wide receivers are.
'cause they lost him and Wilson, right?
Without a
Yeah.
number one.
Cedric Wilson.
Mm-hmm.
Is that who it was? Cedric
This
Wilson they lost?
He's a D-back, though, ain't he?
No, it was another wide receiver
I
they
thought
lost.
they lost a D-back.
No.
No, they probably lost the D-back, but they
Yeah.
lost 2 wide receivers. And then they re-signed the wide receivers coming off of ACL tear, I think.
Yeah.
I don't know, something like that. But anyway.
That's the Jones, boy. They
They didn't
stupid as
scare
hell.
me. The Giants, they're so far away from contending.
Yeah.
You know,
Well,
they're literally building building
From
blocks
the ground
right now,
up,
from
yeah.
the ground up. So
Like I said, their first 2 picks were decent, but the rest of the draft was like, it's the Giants. So.
yeah, I like Evan Neal.
My whole thing is like, what are you doing with Daniel Jones? Like, are you going to
Well,
draft
they
a
didn't-
quarterback
well, they
next
didn't
year,
pick up,
or
because did they draft a quarterback?
no?
And then they didn't pick up his 5th-year option either.
Yeah, they didn't pick that up.
Yeah,
either.
so I'm
which is smart
curious.
on their end, though,
Yeah.
bro. I mean, you don't pick up a $25 million 50-year
Yeah, I
option.
mean, I wouldn't
Yeah.
have picked up his option, but I would have definitely drafted the quarterback. Just like I believe that the Vikings should have picked the quarterback.
I thought
Yeah, the Vikings trading back. Like, I feel like all they did was just, I could be wrong, but I don't know. I think they traded back in the second, too, maybe.
Yeah, they did.
They just kept trading and trading and trading.
I'm like, what are y'all doing?
Yeah, I don't know what they were doing. I don't even know
I
what
don't
they were thinking.
They got it. Listen, did they draft a quarterback? Because,
No.
No.
we left a little early, so I didn't really finish watching
I don't
much
think
of
they
the
did.
4th through 7th.
I don't think they did at all.
Jones over there yawning like a mother. You're right taking a nap. He going knock
I
off
know,
over the middle of this goddamn. I feel like we ain't did a damn podcast in so long.
We haven't. Shit. So let's see if
They
they
were supposed to do a mock one too. You're
Yeah.
so damn busy, man.
Yeah, the Eagles won the NFC out of the draft.
NFC
Yeah.
East.
Yeah.
Yeah.
NFC.
Yeah.
I think we won the
I think-
NFC,
I think-
NFC completely.
I think.
Not
I
too,
don't
not
know
too many
about
people
that.
did anything else.
Well, listen.
Well,
the
the
Eagles
thing-
had a really good draft, but they had a really good draft because of the first round.
Yeah, we had 2 first-round
I'm
picks.
not really a fan of everything else they did
Well, and the
after
steal
that,
at,
but
in the
except for N'Kobe Dean.
yeah.
Yeah, N'Kobe Dean. After that, it was like
Well, we
Howie.
didn't have to after that.
Yeah. Well, they had a few.
We kept trading them.
Yeah. But I did like the AJ Brown shit, like because Hollywood Brown got traded from the Ravens to the Cardinals for the 23rd pick. I'm like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you should have got AJ Brown.
Yeah, no, the Vikings didn't even trade for or didn't pick a.
Let me see. who
Quarterback.
they grabbed. You got it on your screen?
Yeah,
Let me
you
see real quick. Let me see
just
who they
got to
picked.
scroll down or up to get to.
Yeah, I got it. Yeah, I'm not really. I mean, I like Ty Chandler, running back. I don't know. I'm not really a fan. I'm not really a fan of whatever they did. Yeah, I just didn't like anything the Vikings did. You showed me
No.
that list. I didn't like anything they did.
Yeah.
I don't know what the hell they were thinking. But, I don't know.
I don't know. They needed everything but wide receiver.
I don't know. I mean, if you look at, the Cowboys didn't do anything that scared me. The Commanders, man, like, even though they seem to reach on just about every damn person in the draft up until the 5th round. I think up until, like, the 5th round, they reached, and then everybody afterwards they did. They kind of slotted in. Sam Howell was a steal in the 5th round. Cole Turner, tight end from Nevada. I really like that kid. They got an O-line, Chris Paul, and I haven't seen anything on him. I didn't watch him at all.
The guard.
Yeah, Christian Holmes, corner, Oklahoma State. I didn't see nothing on him either. I think
What did you say about Cole Turner? You liked him?
who? Cole Turner?
Yeah.
I like Cole Turner.
Okay.
Yeah, I like Cole Turner. He's not a really good blocker, but I don't care. We got blockers on the team.
Until you come up against them Philadelphia Eagles.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nothing about your secondary scares me.
Hey.
That
The
front
defensive
should scare
line.
you.
The
The front
defensive
should scare you.
line. Yeah. I mean, so I go hatching our eggs yet, but
You got Carson Wentz. He holds the ball a lot.
Hey, don't talk about Carson today, okay?
Listen, Carson.
This is
Carson
still
Wentz,
sensitive.
Carson Wentz, in my opinion, is a 1-year starter for the Commanders, and then he's gone. There's nothing that he's going to do that's going to make me go, damn,
You never know.
that's 2017 Carson Wentz.
You never know.
Like, it's a reason why he's on his third team in 3 years.
You never know.
Like,
I think that
quarterbacks don't change overnight.
yeah,
The problem with, listen, if you look at his stats, 27 touchdowns, 7 interceptions last year. Looks really amazing, right? Good starter. You know, above average starter. He's not elite. That's not elite numbers. That's an above average, you know, good starter. That's a stat for that. But the problem is, go back and look at his games. And some of the stupid interceptions that he throws. My man goes down, you know, before his knee hits the ground, he just throwing his shit to the linebacker.
I think it's more him just trying to make a play,
Yeah,
and like I get,
his decision making is horrible, bro.
I get that, but I don't know.
I'm not a fan. I know y'all two are fans of Carson Wentz.
Yeah, I'm definitely a fan.
I know
of
you
Carson.
all
Yeah, I like
pissed
Carson
when
Wentz.
you know when he went to the Colts. I'm not saying he's a complete fucking scrub, but he ain't 2017 Carson Wentz.
I feel like he's very like his way or no way. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
And
could
I
be.
think that's the reason why this is his third team
Yeah, I mean,
in 3 years.
honestly, it's got to be his
Yeah, I think it's his
And
attitude is his downfall.
his inability to take coaching and run from it,
Right.
you know, and learn from it. You know what I'm saying? Like, the coaches that probably told him, listen, we need you to change up this
Right.
or stop doing this. But he's been doing it since college that he's like, you know, this is kind of who I am. Take me or leave me.
Right, yeah.
Right? So this whole, you know, people or, you know, Commanders fans were saying on Twitter, they're like, oh, you know, we could have saved money by giving him an extension, you know, and lowering his cap hit. I'm like, bro, well, if you do that, that means you're guaranteed that if something happens and you cut him, you're eating money. You're eating dead cap. Right now, if he plays like shit, we can release him at the end of the year with 0 dead cap
Right.
and nothing. But the problem is, you didn't gave if he starts 70% of the snaps, you didn't gave up another second anyway.
Right.
You know what I mean? So we got fleeced in that deal. You know, teams knew we were desperate, and we got fleeced, bro.
Yeah.
You know, we went the you know, the scared route, and that's kind of like the history of Ron Rivera right now with the Commanders. It's like everything is, you know, the safe route. That's
Right.
exactly how he drafted today and yesterday. Everything was a safe route.
How long do you think he will be your coach for?
I don't know. Listen, I'll be honest with you. If I would say if he had a losing season this year, and Dan wasn't going through all the scandals that you can ever imagine, he would have been gone. He would be gone at the end of the year. But the problem is, they're trying to change the culture. The problem is, we got a head coach / GM who was brought in to change the culture, who has a losing record. You know what I mean? Like, he had a couple good seasons with Carolina, but he had Cam Newton.
Well, I feel like teams should stop doing that shit. Like, stop bringing in a head coach and making him your GM. Like,
Yeah, it's the
go find a GM.
it's the coach centric approach, right? Build everything through your coach. That's fine if your name's Bill Belichick,
Yeah.
right? Like, if your name's like Sean McVay, right? Like
Yeah,
certain
but even they got a GM. But they
Yeah,
work
but what I'm
together,
saying
though.
though, like, it would work that way, right? Because they're smart dudes. Like, listen, I'm not a fan of Ron Rivera. Period. I think all this shit is just we're gonna find out. Like, the shit I've been saying for a year now, Commander fans are gonna be saying this exact same thing in 2 years.
I think
'Cause I
Ron
see
Rivera.
through all the smoke, bro.
I think Ron Rivera has something on Dan Snyder.
Well, at least it's not Jay Gruden.
Well, Jay Gruden, he sucked as a head coach.
Yeah, he's trash.
But he was a hell of a talent evaluator. He can like, his talent evaluations, bro, are up there, and everyone in the league speaks of that.
Right. Yeah.
But
Yeah.
oh no, let's move on, man.
Let's move on, guys. Let's get it.
You sound so weird right now.
I know, right?
How about the Sixers?
Sad news.
It's yeah, Sixers is done for the year. Because we all know Harden isn't going to step up and make more points and
Well, Harden isn't the number one option on any team any longer.
true. But when you have Embiid that goes down, he kind of has to step up.
Yeah,
Like,
that ain't gonna happen, bro.
yeah. Oh, I know. Believe me, I know.
You can't replace 30 points.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, they don't have the roster to replace 30 points.
Yeah, they
And
need Harden to score at least 40 every game,
Yeah,
and
I
that's
don't know.
not happening.
I don't like if he's out, like he's gonna be done.
Well,
but if
I
he
just
comes
wonder how long
back,
he's going to be out though.
if he comes out with like a mask on, listen, I'll say this: I have Miami with Embiid playing, right, with a healthy Embiid, which he won't be anyway. With a healthy Embiid, I have Miami winning this series 4-1
Well, you
in
have the
5
Nets
games,
winning,
bro.
too.
Listen, that's cool. That was a fuck up on my part. I own that. But I'll tell you right now, maybe I'm doing Sixers fans justice because I picked the Nets and it didn't work out. So maybe they could be like, okay, well, he don't know what he's talking about. But I don't see in no situation where the Sixers are winning this series. I
No.
didn't see no situation ever winning this series with Embiid because they just ain't deep enough.
I think them getting rid of Curry really, because Curry was a good player for him, but I don't know. I just with Embiid gone, like he's not. They're not making.
Nah, what are they going to do?
They're not doing shit.
No.
Maxey going to score 50 and Harden going to score 50? I don't see it, bro. I think it's over.
Without Embiid, it's going to be a problem.
Yeah, I think it's over.
Yeah,
And the
without
fact that,
Embiid,
like,
I think they're going to get swept, bro. Like straight up, they might get swept.
with their what is it, orbital fracture too?
Yeah,
Like,
orbital
that's
fracture.
the same problem from a couple years ago. Bro, we talked about this a couple episodes ago.
Yeah, but
Embiid and his playoff injuries, bro.
that wasn't really his problem, though. I mean, dude elbowed him in the fucking
Well, no,
face.
listen, I'm not saying it's his
He
problem,
needs to
but
stop taking it to the face.
Well,
yo, he's so fucking stupid, yo.
the problem was Doc Rivers left the fucking players in with up 29 points in the
Yeah,
fourth quarter,
he
bro.
shouldn't have been in that game. But listen, hindsight is 20/20. But that's not his fault. That was a dirty elbow. But at the end of the day, the facts are still the same. Every year it's an injury for Embiid, bro, in the playoffs. Like, that's a problem. Like, playoff Embiid, I don't know, like, if my man got bad luck in the playoffs, but this should just reassure you that you need to go out in the summer and you got to get another top-tier guy.
Who do you go get though?
Who's available?
Nobody.
Beal? Like, because Bill keeps
Go
saying.
for Westbrook.
Bill
No,
keeps
fuck
saying.
no.
Bill. Nah, hell no. Westbrook
Westbrook?
is trash, bro.
Westbrook needs to retire.
No, that
bro.
dude is.
Somebody just needs to take him from the Lakers.
That is West Brick. He is
Yeah.
trash.
Ain't nobody taking anybody from the Lakers, bro. Lakers are going to have to offload people.
Yeah. Yeah, that team's bad.
Yeah.
The crazy thing is the only player they really got a value on that team is Anthony Davis, but he's injury prone so much you're not even gonna get nowhere near what you gave New Orleans to get him.
Nope.
So like, what do you do? I don't know how they fix that problem in LA, bro.
Anthony Street Clothes Davis.
Like LeBron, like what do you even do with LeBron? Like
That
LeBron's
team,
just.
that team got old fast.
It's funny though, because LeBron tweeted at the beginning of the year was like, "Oh, y'all keep calling us old. Keep that same energy." Yeah,
Yeah.
player, how that work out for you?
Yeah,
You didn't even make the
exactly.
playoffs,
Should. Yeah,
And he won at Westbrook too. Like, let's stop allowing LeBron to be a talent evaluator. Because be quite honest, bro, his Italian evaluations are just as bad as Michael Jordan's. Great player, horrible fucking owner and talent evaluator. I remember he drafted Kwame Brown #1 overall with the Wizards.
Yeah.
So, was it with the Wizards?
That's all he's been with.
Who did
us.
Kwame Brown? No, I could be wrong. I could be wrong. Who was it? He drafted somebody #1 overall. He was trash. He's not very good. He's not very good at being an Italian evaluator either.
I mean, yeah, he's had a couple people down there, but not as many as he should.
Nah, he don't have no cornerstones.
yeah. He was selected by the Wizards.
Like he don't have no cornerstones though. That's the thing, man. Like, just like everybody else, bad teams pick bad players sometimes. I think they've done better lately.
Who?
But but they don't have
The Hornets.
a lot of. It's just like the Bulls, bro. Like the Bulls been out, signed a couple people, but there's truly only a handful of elite teams.
Yeah, but
you know.
the players that the Lakers got rid of, they're all in the playoffs this year.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like,
Well, they didn't look that great. They didn't look that great in the Lakers neither. It's just they went to better situations.
I don't know.
That's all.
Ingram looked pretty good. I liked Ingram when he was with the Lakers.
Yeah, but you know,
And
I mean,
Cruz-
listen,
Cruz-
I would have traded Ingram for Anthony Davis all day long.
But that's
I mean, they
not
got a
all-
ring out of it, so it
that's
really
not all
doesn't
they
matter.
Gave up though.
No, they gave up more. Lonzo Ball.
I mean, Caruso was good there.
Lonzo was trash though.
Yeah, but Caruso is a backup point guard. That really doesn't really matter.
Yeah, but he gives you hustle, bro.
Well, yeah, of course he does. But
Gives
when
you
you're
hustle.
trying to get Anthony Davis, you have to trade whatever the hell you have to trade at this point. And listen, even as bad as they are now, they still want a ring. Like that's the whole objective, right? Is to win a ring.
Yeah, in a bubble.
Obviously, you want to win multiple rings, right? But if you win one, then you win the trade. The problem is, you know, they just aren't very good, and now they're stuck in like this predicament where it's like, yo, what do we do? Right? How do we even get better? I don't even know how to get better.
Yeah.
Because how do you trade anybody off your team?
They're not going to be able to.
Especially when you don't make the playoffs. Like,
Well, they just bad, bro. That team is bad. It was badly put together by LeBron James. Let's be real.
Yep.
He was the one to put that roster together.
yeah.
Yeah, but like, would you trade a ring for not being able to get rid of anybody in your future?
Well, yeah, absolutely. Would you trade? I mean, listen. I mean, would you?
It's all about the ring, baby.
I mean, you guys the Eagles got a ring, right? And you know, you had a couple bad seasons and shit like that. Would you trade those? Would you trade that ring to make sure you made the playoffs every year, but still lost in the first, second round?
Nope. I'd get that
All
ring
right,
every
then the whole
time.
point is to get a ring. It is what it is, right? Like the ring is what matters, you know. And then they knew giving up all those pieces that, you know, eventually Anthony Davis would probably want out. LeBron will probably leave. You know, and then
Where
they'll have
does
to
LeBron
rebuild.
go back? Does he go back to Cleveland or?
Nah, he ain't going to Cleveland. He'll go to wherever his son gets drafted.
I don't know if he's gonna make it that long, bro.
I don't know. I mean, unless he gets hurt. I mean, you know, we never thought Kobe would. You know, we thought Kobe would play forever. He just looked like he could, right? You know, not forever meaning like, you know, for a while, right?
Right.
Like for a while longer. But then, you know, he had that Achilles injury. So,
Yeah.
I mean, barring like
LeBron James is the Tom Brady of football. Like, won't fucking just stop. Just retire, go home, enjoy your life. You're fucking rich as hell.
Well, age wise, like,
Yeah,
you know,
nah.
what, 38.
Yeah.
So yeah, I mean, he's still,
But he's
still
up there.
average. He's still average like what, 29 and 8.
I thought he.
I mean, not 29.8. My bad. 29.8 or 30 points a game.
30
something
points.
Like that.
I
It was
thought-
just under Embiid.
Yeah, I thought.
Like he almost won the scoring title, bro, at 38.
Right.
Like that's crazy. I give him props for that, but you know,
Kinda got to when you're the only one shooting on your team.
like the goat conversation. I'm not
Not
even
even
have
there.
that conversation, bro, because he's not Jordan at the least. The closest to Jordan is Kobe,
Yeah. Yep.
and I was never a Kobe fan.
I was always a Kobe
Yeah, I
fan.
was a Kobe fan. Like, I like Kobe.
I wasn't. I absolutely like hated Kobe, bro. I did not like Kobe.
Why?
I just didn't like him
He
because
was
he was
too
that
good.
good, bro.
Yeah, he was
like
too good,
just-
bro.
Like Kobe was good, bro, but he's not like LeBron is not Kobe. He does not have that killer
Hell no.
instinct. You know, like Kobe.
LeBron's a crybaby. Kobe got shit done. LeBron's a little wansy.
You know, I don't know how you lose that many times in the finals and call yourself a GOAT.
Yeah. And my whole
that-
thing
that
is
just- that-
Kobe, to put that argument to bed, Kobe didn't have to leave to get a ring. LeBron had to leave every team to go get rings.
Yeah.
He had to fetch that ring. Like, fuck LeBron.
Damn.
Yeah,
Did LeBron steal your lunch money or something?
he did.
He said, fuck LeBron.
I don't know.
Yo, we went way off topic. We weren't even supposed to be talking about the Lakers and LeBron. I don't know where the hell this came from. I don't know. I just think back to the Sixers. I think it's kind of over for him, yo. Even if he plays, I think it's over.
Well, Embiid's out, indefinitely.
Listen, I hope not. I
Yeah, but
want to
how
see the
fa- how
Sixers
long,
win,
though?
bro.
He could only be out. He could be out for a couple games to put a mask on him.
Nah, he's out. He's out for the. By the time he's ready to come back,
I don't
they're
know, I
not
think
going to
you
be
put
in
a
the
mask
series.
on.
Yeah,
I
don't put
think
a
you
mask
just
on.
put a mask on him, but I mean,
They did it 3 years ago. He
But
was
how-
snapping in the
By the
playoffs.
time he comes back though, they ain't going to be in the playoffs. That's the thing. By the time he's ready to come back, Sixers will not be in the.
Is he gonna tell him, "Hey, I'm ready to go"?
Yeah, he's going to call up his coach, and be like, "Hey,
Like-
coach, you can put me in tonight." He's going to
Like
be
Ben
like, "Well,
Simmons.
Embiid, we're not in it no more, so
Yeah.
you got to wait for next season."
Kind of like what Ben Simmons probably did with the Nets.
Yeah,
I said,
yep.
"Hey, my back's good."
My mental health is good, coach. You can put me in.
Yeah, man, you talk about somebody stealing money.
Yeah,
Oh
that'd be the
shit!
problem, bro.
Yeah, that guy.
I think they're gonna blow that team up.
What, the Nets?
Mm-hmm. I think Kyrie's gonna be gone. Or they're gonna try to get rid of Kyrie or something.
Yo, how about we skip totally over? You know, because it's been a minute, but yo, the Sixers finally beat the Raptors, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was kind of worried there for a minute.
When the Raptors won for the second time, I was like, bro, it's over. Like, Raptors are coming back. Sixers are done.
Bro, well,
I wasn't
even
worried about it.
even in games, what was it, game six?
No, it was game 5. Game 6, they led all the way, bro. Game 6, they were blowing.
Well, no,
people
game
out.
6. I mean, they were losing in the first quarter. It kind of
No,
yeah, they were.
What,
They
by
were
2
losing.
points? They
No,
weren't-
they
they
were
weren't
losing
down
by
by
like
a lot.
6. Because like when they were like the first part of the quarter, when they were down a few points, I was like, the way they were playing, I was like, man, they playing just like, you know, the last 2 games that they were fucking losing. But Maxey is the reason why, in my opinion, Maxey's the reason why they won that game. He was throwing up crazy ass 3 points, like he thought he was Steph Curry or
What do
something.
you have, like 25?
It was just when he scored, when he did.
What, Maxey?
Maxie, yeah, what do you have? 25 or something like that. I know Harden had 22 and then Embiid had 33.
Yeah, Maxey had 25, Harden had 22, and Embiid had 33.
Yo, you want to switch topics real quick?
What you want to do?
Let's go, because you know we were talking about movies and TV shows.
Oh, yeah.
You want to give me your top 5 TV shows?
All right, we're going to go top 5 TV shows. My top 5. Number 1, anybody who's ever watched this show knows Michael Scott. So it's The Office, but The Office is that show, bro. Like, I don't care what anybody
It
says.
sounds like you're trying to sell a candy
Yeah.
bar.
Hey,
Like, hey, try this Snickers bar.
if you don't know Michael Scott, then you can't talk on
He's
this.
trying,
Okay?
Trash.
he's trying to sell the show.
Yeah.
No,
Yeah,
you
I ain't
make
got
money.
it.
Is this like a plug or something?
I don't have to sell the show. It sells itself. Like, I done watched The Office maybe 10 times,
Like,
and
how
it's
much
9
shit?
seasons long.
Yeah, but they're in the office the entire time.
Yeah.
Nah, bro, they're not always in the office. Shit happens. Shit goes down.
You only watched it 10 times and there's 9 seasons?
No,
what you
I
said?
watched the season 10 times. I watched 9 seasons 10 times.
Damn, who
Nah,
the fuck?
bro.
No, there's no way you watch
Yeah,
that show 10
yep.
times.
Bro, there's no fucking
Yep.
way.
How much fucking time you got on your hands?
That's a waste of time.
Nah, bro, because it gets funnier when you miss things or something like that. You
How you miss it after the fucking nighttime? It's like
After the second time,
it's
you
called
start
pause
missing
if
shit.
you gotta. It's called pause if you gotta take a shit.
Yeah.
But yeah, so The Office is number 1 on my
There's no way you watch that.
number
many times.
2, Sons of Anarchy.
Yeah, it's a good show. Sons of Anarchy was a shit.
Number 3 is South Park.
Fucking Miss Jackson. South Park is the truth.
Yeah. Number 4, Brooklyn Nine-Nine. That shit. I started watching Brooklyn Nine-Nine from a TikTok.
When did Brooklyn Nine-Nine come out?
A few years ago.
2013 or something like that.
Yeah.
But I started watching Brooklyn Nine-Nine when I was watching the TikTok, and it was like,
They did that NSYNC song.
yeah,
Is it NSYNC?
I think it is NSYNC, and he was like, okay, number 1, and
Yeah.
like
Did
they
you see
would,
that episode?
No.
I mean,
and
that
then
skit.
at the end she was like, well, what about the what did she say?
She said number 5 did it, and he's like, "Oh, I forgot all about it."
Oh yeah, I did see that. Yeah. It was like, oh yeah.
That's what made me watch that season. And then the last one is Yellowstone. Yellowstone is legit, bro. I don't care.
Yeah,
like,
I haven't started that yet.
bro, I watched the whole 4 seasons in like a week and a half when I had COVID, and like
And you cure diabetes at the same time.
that too. But yeah, Yellowstone was the shit.
I mean, I watched a couple episodes of it. It seemed pretty interesting.
South Park is a troop, though.
Oh hell yeah, bro.
It's a classic, bro.
Yeah,
One of my favorite episodes is when they're
God damn it, you killed Kenny.
nah.
Yeah, they kill Kenny every episode.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think they stopped doing that after a while, though, right?
Yeah.
Like the newer shit.
Yeah.
But
You know, they might be the only.
My favorite one was when the COVID pandemic, where they
I
had.
haven't seen that.
Oh, bro, it's hilarious.
what about the towel?
Tally.
That turned
Oh,
Tally that turned
Yeah,
turned
he's
drug or
great.
something.
Yeah, drug
that
addict.
shit.
Well, he was
Funny as
shooting
hell,
up and
bro.
everything.
Yeah.
Bro, my man
South
got
Park.
all fucked up.
Yeah.
I mean, that might be the longest running show besides The Simpsons, bro.
You know what's crazy is I'm shocked that show has not got canceled.
Well,
bro.
here's the thing, right? Like,
That is- I
because,
am-
like newer episodes come on late at night, bro, but they will run marathons of that joint early in the morning, bro.
Yeah.
Like 9 a.m. in the morning. So when they tell you, oh, we don't want kids to watch this, bro, they don't care.
Yeah, you know.
Like, you know, I think they signed like a couple movie deal.
Right.
You know what I mean? So,
Okay, what was your top 5?
all right, my top 5, I'll go from 5 to 1. The suspense.
Dun,
5.
dun.
5 probably doesn't get looked at by a lot of people. Maybe a lot of people haven't even watched it. Fallen Skies.
Yeah, I've never seen it.
It's about like an alien invasion.
Right.
Yeah, I love that show.
Is that the one you and Gab used to always watch?
Yeah, like we watched it, and then as soon as we were done, she's like, "Dad, let's replay it." Like that's how she is when she watches the show.
And she
She
likes it.
watches it to death.
All right.
That's
Is that
what
why
the-
she has all the aliens in her room now? Or
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
because that show.
She because of that show, she fell in love with it. Now she's in like vampires, like the Vampire Diaries, I think it is.
oh, okay.
Bro, she watches that show.
What movie? Nah, it ain't Vampire Diaries. It's
What the hell? It's some vampire
it's with
shit.
the two dudes.
It's some vampire show she loves, but she watches the hell out of that. Like the minute she's done, she's watching it again. Is that what it is? Vampire Diaries?
No,
What is it? Let me see.
no, it's with Dean and it's the two guys show.
Yeah, even she-
it's actually it's not vampires, it's demons.
Yeah. I don't know, yo. She's into that now. But anyway, so that's number 5, Fallen Skies. If you haven't watched it and you got time, watch it. It's a good show. If you like aliens, you'll like that.
Right.
4, Vikings.
I heard that was good. So, have you seen the spinoff on it?
Oh, Netflix. I haven't watched that.
Right.
I have been watching what the hell's the show called? It's another one that just wrapped up. Based on like Vikings and Saxons and all that.
Right.
But I'm watching that now. It's really good. That's on Netflix too. 3, Sons of Anarchy.
Yeah.
We know. That's
Hands down.
yeah, that's a really good show. I hated the way it ended.
Kurt Sutter is he's in a really good,
Yeah, he's talented, bro.
yeah.
Like, see, the thing is, like, like we get mad when our favorite shows go off air, but we also like, okay, we know when it's time to end,
Right.
right? And there's a reason why The Walking Dead isn't in my top 5 because they just didn't know when to quit. They went entirely too long.
To me, the reason why The Walking Dead isn't in my top 5 is because it seems like they just kept replaying everything. Like, it was just the same thing every year. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like,
Well, that's why
they
it's time to
were
move on.
fighting.
I feel like Sons of Anarchy, the way Kurt Sutter is, I think we could have kept going.
Right, yeah. I think so, too.
I think we could have kept going.
But wasn't it Fox that pulled it that said, like, this was last time?
Well, no, it was on FX.
Yeah,
it was on
FX,
FX,
but not Fox. I'm sorry about that.
No, I don't know.
I
bro.
thought it
don't
was.
know,
I thought it
like,
was FX that
I think
pulled the
Kurt
plug,
Sutter-
and then they turned around and was like, "All right, we'll give you one more season."
Well, I think the original plan was to like do a prequel,
Oh, okay.
right? The way Jax's dad died, on
Right.
a motorcycle because of Clay rigging his bike and stuff like that. But
Right.
then I don't really know what happened after that. And then they went with the
Mayans.
which I don't know, I guess because like when you're a diehard Sons of Anarchy fan, and then you go to like the Mayans, when I'm like, nah, I'm not really interested. I heard it's really good, but
Honestly, I've watched all 3 seasons, and like it gets deep really fast, and I like it. That's what I like. Is something that like action filled the way it is, bro.
I just felt like Sons of Anarchy had so many really good characters,
Right.
that like
Well, I thought
it could have went longer.
I think they started losing characters. I think that might have been why they were, because their
Well,
characters started falling off.
Well, Kurt Sutter has no problem killing off characters,
Right. Yeah.
like doing some gory shit, like what you call his wife dying.
Jax's wife.
No, not Jack's wife. Who was
Oh,
His mom?
Opie's wife.
Opie's wife dying by the club.
Yeah.
But anyway, so that's number 3. Number 2, Game of Thrones. Game of Thrones would be my number 1 if my number 1 was never on TV. But Game of Thrones, hand down. Like, and there might be a gap there. Like Game of Thrones, like putting this list together, I wanted to put Game of Thrones 1. The only reason why I wasn't, because the way it ended.
Right.
The build up to it. And it's hard to talk to y'all about it because you haven't seen it.
Well, I heard it was rushed at the end.
Yeah, it was rushed to get put out. So
No, you talking about the end. Like the ending. Like I heard the ending just sucked, bro. Like it
well,
was
the problem
worst
was
ending of
we
a
had
TV show.
all these seasons building for the end, right? Like building for like, for the end to be crazy,
Right.
and then it got rushed into these multi-hour episodes because the final product was being pushed super quick,
Right.
and they just like, okay, this is it, go ahead and make these episodes, and like it went horrible. The fact that like the second to last episode was completely almost in dark, like you gotta watch that shit with no lights on. That's how dark most of that episode was. So anyway, number 1, The Wire. The Wire to me has been I've seen so many shows that have been really good. The Wire is still number 1 to me.
The Wire. That was a really good TV show.
And if you've seen The Wire, it's self-explanatory.
Yeah.
You know why it's number 1 on my list.
Yep.
But I have so many like honorable mentions that could have made that. Like, see, it's hard to put a top 5 together because there's so many good shows, bro. I could go back to when I was a kid, like Saved by the Bell. I watched it every morning before I went to school.
Yeah. Yep.
Full House. You watch every day when you get home, right? Like you got Sean, a show you like, Shades of Blue.
Yeah.
Right? Shades
it
of Blue.
ended too quick, bro.
Well,
They just took that off the air. Like
what I think the problem was? Bro, they started too quickly.
Yeah.
Like they
gave up. The beginning was like, all right, this is what we're doing. Like the first episode, bro, she got busted.
Yeah, like
Jesus Christ.
By the end of season 1, bro, they were already busted as a team.
Yeah, you already you already
Like,
knew what the fuck was going on by the first episode.
they could have drug that out.
Well, yeah,
You know what I'm saying? Like,
they didn't even show them like how staking them out. You know what I mean, or anything like that. This is like the first episode they busted her. Oh, what Gabby's watching now is called Supernatural.
yeah, Supernatural.
Oh,
yeah.
Supernatural.
So anyway, other honorable mentions: Black Sails. Black Sails is really good.
I've never seen
I think
it.
it's only like 3-4 seasons.
What is that, like a spinoff of
So basically, it's like Pirates.
Assassin's Creed or something? Is that what it was?
No, I don't think so. No, it's based on like you had like teach like Blackbeard,
Yeah.
like all the pirates back in the day were like robbing British ships and like doing stuff like that.
Right.
And like it's really good. I like that. The 100 Trumps, we talked about this.
Yeah, that's a good show.
Came on. That was good. That probably would have been in my top 5 if it wasn't for the fact that I hated the way they went.
Yeah.
Like I think once they got to season 3, and we had a whole season full of like, people being chipped, like eating a chip, and then it started getting crazy for me, and I was like, man, this is
To me, I got past that one. Like that was a little weird.
yeah. You felt like
I
felt
got
like-
past that to the point to where Earth became inhabitable, and they had to go back up to space. They froze themselves for like 227 years, and they found a new.
Or days. It was days. It
No,
wasn't
227 years. They froze themselves for 227 years, and found a new planet to go
You
on.
sure it was 227 years?
I'm 100% positive.
That's a long
And
fucking time.
yeah, but they moved to this other planet that was crazy looking and had other people on it, and it lost me there. That's where it lost me.
Yeah.
That was season 6 when
Yeah,
they
it
lost
started
me.
It started getting weird, man. Like, it started getting real crazy. The Walking Dead. That's not, I think we just said that. The Walking Dead.
Yeah,
But, what you got? A show I grew up watching, Dinosaurs.
Yeah.
I love dinosaurs.
That little baby was something else, bro.
I love dinosaurs. Power Rangers.
yeah.
Bro, I wanted to be a damn Power Ranger when I was a kid. I remember Burger King.
What were you
and
wanting
the
to
Happy
be?
Meals.
Pink or purple?
Yeah, yeah.
No, everybody,
Sure.
everybody wanted to be the green one or the white one.
Yeah.
Everybody wanted to bang the
Well,
purple,
I think
the
the
pink
original
one.
one was a green. It was a Green Ranger,
Yeah,
and
and
then
then
he
white.
turned white.
Right, yeah.
So, but I remember Burger King used to hand out these Power Ranger like belt buckle things,
Yeah.
and it had like a coin in it.
Right.
Because
You could shoot it.
that thing was pretty bad, yo.
Ninja Turtles.
Boy Meets World, remember that?
Oh yeah,
We need
Corey
some
and Topanga.
That was a good show.
Yeah.
Simpsons.
You know what though? Like back when we were growing up, like you had a TGI Friday where you had a family night. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like they actually showed like 2 hours of 4 half-an-hour shows
Mm-hmm.
that were decent shows on TGI Friday, and you sit down like a family and watch.
Well,
it.
even like movies that we grew up watching, like TV series, movies, like look at Fresh Prince, right? We grew up watching Fresh Prince, and everybody talks about like, people be like talking about these rappers nowadays, and I'm like, bro, I can't even listen to some of this gibberish shit
Yeah, yeah.
anymore. But everybody talks about like, they talk about our fucking, like our generation, like talking about like TV shows and movies. They always talking about, our generation's better. I'm like, well, you keep copying our shit.
Right. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, you keep copying our my generation's TV shows. We can go on and on with movies like The Mighty Ducks.
Yeah.
Right,
Oh
like,
man. Yeah. The Big
know,
Green.
Ninja
The Big
Turtles.
Green, bro. I
Yeah.
love that movie.
I love the Big Green.
Like, The Big Green is a movie, bro. As a grown man, I'm 37. I could watch that movie over and over and over again.
Yep.
Three Ninjas.
Sand-A-Lot. Three Ninjas. Yeah, exactly.
yep.
Bro, I was a ninja at one point. Like, I tucked my shirt in, put that big plastic sword.
Yeah.
We was hopping out of trees on people. You know what I mean? Like, listen, people that are going to listen to this, bro, they understand what I'm saying.
Right. Yeah.
Right? Like, if you watched Three Ninjas when you was a kid, you was definitely a ninja at some point.
Yeah.
I remember going to the flea market as a teenager. Like, I was a kid, bro. I think I was like 11, 12 years old. They sold me a real ninja star.
Oh shit! Really?
Yeah, bro. Like, after that, I legit...
Where the hell was your parents at?
Well, they used to sell.
She
all
was
kinds-
there.
They used to sell all kinds of shit like that, bro.
Yeah. Now they don't allow that shit.
Yeah, bro. Like our brothers had legit ninja stars, bro. Like, I legit thought like I was... Like, okay.
Thought you were a ninja.
I could fight some people right now.
That's
You know what I
crazy.
mean? Like, with a real ninja star. And that thing was heavy as hell.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's a lot of good shows and
There is.
movies, man. We'll do maybe on the next one we'll do top 5 movies. That'd be harder in my opinion.
That's gonna be real hard.
Yeah.
There's so many
Because you got to go all the way back
Oh yeah.
to when
Yeah.
you're a kid. It's gonna be hard to do a top 5.
Yep.
All right. What about you want to talk about Elon?
Elon Musk buying Twitter.
Finally.
Yeah, finally. You heard he took out like $8.5 million from his Tesla stock to buy it.
Was it billion or million?
I mean billion, yeah, billion. My fault.
I don't think million was gonna do shit.
Yeah, but yeah, he took out 8.5
He
billion.
bought Twitter with debt, basically.
Yeah.
But that's all these rich people do is they use debt to buy shit.
Yeah,
You know what I'm
yeah,
saying? Like, but listen,
mean-
finally,
yeah.
Yeah.
finally. I mean, Jack tweeted out. I think yesterday. I think I saw it. I don't know if it's yesterday or the day before, but Jack tweeted out. Basically, he was like,
He
we've
supported
always
it.
we've always prided ourselves on doing the right thing. If we
Right.
don't do the right thing, we we try to fix it, quickly. But that whole Biden's son's laptop thing, man, really, they botched the hell out of that.
I think them just blocking a lot of shit made him like.
Yeah.
That's the biggest thing is with
You know what
them.
it was though? I think Elon even touched on it. Like it was more like a hardcore left stance by Twitter.
Right.
Right? Like they were just like, if you said anything, like if you were hard right, and here's the thing, like we talked about this before we got on. If you're hard right or hard left, you're already gone.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
you're not hearing anyone else's opinion.
Yeah.
The problem was Twitter sided with far left.
Well, if you want to
Well,
get
also for
technical,
me,
yeah,
they-
like Facebook is the same way. You say anything about any like Democrats at all, like I'm not, you know what I mean? They censor you. Like literally they put a missing context on your thing and say like you're wrong basically. But they don't back up their facts, you know. They don't back up their opinions
That's
with
why
facts.
people are telling Elon to buy Facebook next.
Yeah, he needs
You
to.
know, but he even commented.
He gonna buy Coca-Cola and put real cocaine in that shit.
Yeah, that shit was funny as hell. I thought somebody had actually like hacked his Twitter and said that shit. I couldn't believe he said that shit. Even though he's just joking around.
Yeah.
But then he quote tweeted that same tweet and then tweeted directly Coca-Cola
Right, yeah.
and put like the eye emojis. And I'm like, yo, this dude is wild, bro.
Yeah. The shit he said to AOC about like her hitting on him
Yeah,
was
that was
funny
funny.
as hell.
Yeah, he was like, I'm shy.
Yeah.
Like, yeah.
Yeah.
But he just, listen, he a funny dude, but he's smart as shit, bro.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you know, he even tweeted, he was like, you know, I don't really care if you got a dry throat or something, man. You need something to drink? Get that man some water. Fucking, but nah, like, yo, when he said, like, you know, the comment he made when he tweeted about, like, you know, made fun of the far left, you know, he made fun of the far left, but fucking came back and made fun of the far right. You know what I'm saying? But, you know, people think like he kind of sides, you know, with the right, but he doesn't.
He's
bro.
just a free thinker, bro.
Yeah,
And
like
if you're a free thinker in this world nowadays, they
That's the same.
They
that's
make
the-
you a
Yeah, that's the same thing with me, bro. Like I'm not no far right guy. I'm not no far left guy. Like, you know I poke fun at Democrats a lot on his podcast,
but you have to with
we've
the
got
way that
Biden.
things are going right now.
Yeah, like that's the same thing, bro. Like I will poke fun at Republicans the minute they take over. Right, get a president office. I'm gonna make fun of them too because they're gonna make some boneheaded decisions.
Yeah.
right. It doesn't really matter, Republican, Democrat. They're gonna make some boneheaded decisions. It's never about us anyway. The whole point is when you're far right and far left, you're not hearing anyone. You're not getting neither one of those sides to the table. You're like,
Yep.
hey, listen to our opinion.
I think
Right,
his
they don't
whole
care.
thing was he's tired of seeing people lose their freedom of speech.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like it's just like they try to quiet this person or that person. I wish he'd get rid of the block button, bro.
The block button?
Yeah.
What do you mean, like
So
be able
pe-
to block people?
Yeah, so people can't
Nah.
block you for saying saying shit you say.
Nah, hell no. That would be stupid.
Why?
In my opinion, bro. Because listen, like I don't want people on my mentions and I can't get rid of their dumb ass. Like, listen, you can have your opinion, doesn't mean I gotta listen to it.
True.
Right? Like, and I'm not talking about like, you know, if you're engaging in a conversation, that's one thing, right? Like, you know, but if someone just jumps in my mentions and they don't follow, listen, I don't care what people
Do you have to read it though?
say
You
when
gotta read it.
they don't follow me, right? Like, people, if you don't follow me and you just jump in my mentions, like,
You
just
gotta
get out of
read
my
it.
mentions, bro. But sometimes, bro, people just keep going on and on.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like I've had people jump in my mentions and I don't respond and they just keep going and then the problem is your phone keeps alerting. You know what I mean? Like you keep getting all these notifications. And I'm like, bro, I'm just gonna block this dude.
Yeah.
Or when they take it personal, you know what I'm saying? Like I don't think like, you know, I don't want to take the block button away.
I don't know. Everybody takes shit personal nowadays.
You know, if I don't want to engage in a conversation with somebody, I shouldn't have to.
Yeah.
Right? Like
Yeah,
oh,
everybody
my
has the
mentions
right
shouldn't
to free
blow up.
speech,
Like,
but
yeah, like
You don't have to engage with them.
no,
Yeah,
but
no,
you
but
don't
your
want to.
mentions
Yeah,
go
you
crazy,
don't
bro.
want them to constantly be hounding you either. You know what I mean? Then, if say you're at work and your phone's constantly going off because somebody's in your shit, like
yeah, well, not only that, you know, they in your damn DMs.
yeah,
You know what I'm saying? Like that shit get annoying. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Like if
I get
listen,
that
if
part,
we,
I
if
do.
we get to a point where okay, somebody's in my mentions and he wants to have a legit conversation, the problem is that shit goes nowhere quick. Now, if we engage in a conversation, like say me and you have different opinions on such and such, right? And we're like, okay, well, let's engage in a conversation. That's fine. I'm fine with that.
Right.
But when you have like far left or far right people jumping in conversations,
you can't have a conversation with them, bro.
and they just keep going on and on and on. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna block you, dumbass, because you just sound stupid. Like, I'm not willing to have a one-sided conversation with anybody, right? Like, you're not gonna tell me like. You're not going to spit conspiracies at me if you're far left or far right and expect me to believe everything you say. Like, I'm not a kid, right? Like, you're not going to peer pressure me to pick a side. Like, I'm not, bro. I'm going to stay right down the middle like the normal American should be.
Yeah, well,
you know, so I don't know. That's how I feel about it. But I think Elon buying Twitter was, you know, I loved it. It freaked people out.
Now, I know this is going to sound like a conspiracy, but do you think that the government goes after them for some shit? Like,
absolutely. Why wouldn't they?
Yeah.
Right? Like, why wouldn't they? I'd imagine they would.
Yeah, I think they're going to try some shit like that.
I thought Trump would come back, but I doubt that's going to happen.
And he got his own social media platform. He don't need it anymore.
Can they even go after him if it's privately owned?
Yeah, but the problem is, right?
My whole thing, I'm not saying like go after him for that, but like just making something up. You know what I mean?
Personally, bro, I think
because he holds like Tesla and you know what I mean. But Twitter now,
they might not even do anything though. They might scream from the mountaintops like they usually do. Right? You know, their bark is bigger than their bite because, you know, Elon's gaining a lot of power in this country, bro.
Oh yeah.
You want to go green? Who do you go to?
Elon.
You go to Elon, bro. So you better watch how you try to attack him. He's a smart dude, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, what they gonna do? Tell you not to buy Teslas?
Yeah, go against their whole climate deal.
Yeah. So, like, you know, but back to Trump, like, I think it's kind of stupid if he doesn't go back to Twitter. At least engage. Like, he can keep Truth Social. That's what it's called, Truth Social. That's cool. But, I mean, I think you need to engage in Twitter, too, because the problem is, right, when you're in politics, you got to win votes, right? Like, you got to sway some people, like, prove the other side wrong, right? Like, prove the other side wrong. Shit they're saying about you, like,
eventually he'll probably jump on there from time to time. You know what I mean?
Yeah, he should. I mean, I think he'd be doing himself a disservice. Trump needs to come on his podcast so I can tell him this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He'd probably tell me I'm fired. Don't even work for him.
Yeah, right.
But yeah, what about gas going up?
Bro, that shit is gonna keep going up. It's crazy because the cost of barrels were under $100 and gas was still at $4 a gallon. Like, why? Like, why was it still, you know what I mean, at $4 a gallon when back fucking, a couple months ago, fucking, it was under $100 and it was like $3.50 a gallon. Like, you know what I mean? Like, why the hell is it so?
Well, I filled up here locally, like $3.89.
Damn, we're at.
No, not right now.
Oh.
This is when.
Yeah, it was like the next day. It was like $4.26.
Yeah. Well, remember Chunks Texas.
Yeah, it was like $3.98 at.
It was like, yo, if you need to fill up, you better do it now because it's going up 20 cents tomorrow. And I was like, it's jumping 20 cents. But I had filled up already, and then it was like I went back. It was like 409.
Yeah, yo.
I'm like, yo.
It went from 389 to 409.
I'm like, yo, and then I keep seeing Joe Biden's tweets every day. It's like, oh, remember releasing 1 million barrels a day. I'm like,
yeah,
but it's not doing nothing. They're like, if we're using 20, 30 million barrels a day as United States citizens, what is 1 million doing?
Well, I think they opened up to where people can drill again now. You know what I mean?
We're gonna have to. I mean, listen.
But it's too late now. You know what I mean? It's already late. Like,
well, they can once they start drilling and pulling that oil out.
Yeah, but how long is that going to take? A year?
Whatever. I mean, as long as they're doing it.
Yeah.
I mean, you don't want them to just keep on the track they're doing. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You had to get back in.
Well, they're going to be out of the office in 2024 anyway.
Regardless of how long, like I agree with you. As long as they're doing it now, it may take a year, but they got to start at some point.
Yeah. Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
but
because
my whole thing
look
is
good going into an election.
No.
Year,
that's the only reason why they're doing it.
Yeah.
But like people are going to remember this shit. They're not going to be stupid. They're not voting Democrat for 2024. Like, and
Well,
Yeah, well,
might
if Joe Biden's a ticket, bro, he's not president in 2024.
No.
well,
He's
I mean,
one
they'll
and done.
steal the election again if he's there. So,
Oh shit, here we
What?
go.
I don't know, man. I mean, it depends on what happens this November.
I mean, they're gonna dump 300,000 votes at 1:30, 2 o'clock in the morning. Like, that's just what's going to happen to get Joe
You see
Biden
that
back in
video
there.
they got now?
No,
Of the van driving into the whatever center they were out in Michigan or something. They actually show a van pulling in at like 1 o'clock in the morning and pulling like totes.
Yeah, I don't think I don't really know what happened.
I mean,
All I know is the election seems shady to me.
well, so you have how many voters do you have that are actually legally allowed to vote?
Right.
130 million.
Yeah, I don't know what the
Over
number is.
150 million people voted.
yeah,
You know what I mean?
Well, listen, we got some talented citizens in this country. Because as far as I'm concerned, dead people came back to life to vote.
Well, there was some.
Yeah, there was. I want to meet them personally. Some talented fucking
Good luck
people.
with that one.
If
You
you
might
can
have
die,
to go to the graveyard
come
for
back to
that.
life, just so you can,
Vote
involve
against
yourself in our
Trump.
voting process.
I think George W. Bush voted again.
I think Abraham Lincoln voted. I want to know which way he went.
Nah, they wouldn't allow him to vote. Biden called Trump Abraham Lincoln on stage.
Did he?
Yeah, he was like Abraham Lincoln over here.
Yo, this guy, man. I think I've seen since the last time we did this pod. I've seen maybe like every day I see like a video of Joe Biden.
You see,
Like
that,
he says some shit and then he starts giggling at himself.
you see that video where he got stuck, bro?
Yeah, you was stuck for a minute.
It's like every other video I watch.
Bro, I mean, hard stuck.
I'm gonna be honest with you, yo. When Biden's out of office, I don't know what I'm gonna do.
Yeah, it's free
Like, I'm gonna be
entertainment.
honest with you, bro. Like I'm dead ass. Like
Yeah, it's funny.
I don't know what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna miss these conversations about Biden.
Yeah, him turning around and handshaking nobody on stage.
Yeah,
The next person is gonna have to give me some great entertainment.
Yeah,
some great tweets too.
yeah.
The mean tweets.
Yo, that was what. Listen, I said it before. I'll say it again before we wrap up. Trump had some tweets, bro. That got me bagging
Yeah,
the hell
fuck
up.
yeah.
I love his tweets, bro. I thought they were funny. I mean, not all of them are true. We
Yeah,
know
yeah.
that. But I mean,
Yeah, he
just
lied. He lied a lot, bro.
just the shit he was saying is just funny as fuck,
Yeah,
bro. I didn't.
but
even
he's so
care.
used to being a boss of everything. If you question anything he says, he's like, you're fired.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like you just fire your ass. But
He's just one of them people that just don't give a fuck, bro.
Yeah.
He don't care. Because
Yeah, I don't know.
at the end of the day, you're not affecting him any other way.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'll just say this before we wrap up: Andrew Yang, 2024.
It's trash.
Andrew Yang? Is that what
Andrew Yang.
Andrew? Okay.
Andrew Yang.
I thought that's what you said or
That
something
sounds
like
even
that.
better, to be honest with you. When Andrew Yang, 2024.
I'm saying Joe Rogan 2024. That'd be pretty funny.
Oh, that would
bro.
be funny as hell. That would be funny. But Andrew Yang, who would you take? Who would you take if you had a choice, Andrew Yang or Bernie Sanders?
Andrew
Man, we're in
Yang.
trouble, bro. Probably Andrew Yang.
Andrew Yang.
Yeah, 'cause Bernie's too far socialist, bro. He just is.
Bernie's already dead, bro. This motherfucker got yo, this dude is like, he just needs to take that fucking death ticket and punch it because he's already dead. He's there,
He's
bro.
already dead.
What about Pocahontas?
I mean, we're talking about dead people coming
Fuck
back to
Pocahontas.
vote, and now we're talking about a dead senator
That ain't dead yet.
that's
Still alive.
that tweets every day.
Yeah.
Bro, we got some talent motherfuckers in this country, bro. It's the greatest country on the planet.
Yeah.
I still love this country, bro. I still love my country,
Yeah.
but
Oh yeah.
there's a lot of shit, right? Like, we have the nerve, the audacity to be pointing fingers at other countries about how shit's ran.
yeah.
You know,
Especially when we're run weakly right now, bro. Like, we just look weak as a country right now, bro. We do.
yeah.
Yep.
We
We're the laughing stock.
Yeah, it's funny though. Bernie's already dead. That's a great conspiracy.
Well, I don't think Nancy Pelosi's too far fucking behind him.
She's probably already dead too.
Bro.
So was Juggler Neck.
I think the
Juggler
only...
neck.
Yo, you see
Gobble
that?
Neck.
You see that picture?
Man, sometimes I feel like he needs to staple that fucking thing. That thing freaks me out, bro.
Fucking...
Like stick it under a fucking suit and tie.
Yeah,
I
right.
think
Shit.
the only thing keeping Nancy Pelosi alive is liquor at this point.
Yeah, she's always trash, bro.
Yo, she is drunk as shit on stage, bro.
What was it at the commencement address?
What?
The beginning of the year address?
The State of the Union?
State of the Union, yeah, my fault.
Yeah, she was like
Like her teeth start popping out.
Yeah.
start rubbing her hands
Yeah,
together like she was making a fire or something.
I was like, yo, this chick's on heroin, bro. Like, she was a zombie in that motherfucker, bro.
Yeah.
How much medicine or shit do you think Biden had running through his veins that night?
Shit. He was
Oh,
all.
bro.
They had
Man,
him
was-
all drugged up, bro.
Shit, they had a battery in his back.
Yeah.
They had to charge that motherfucker the minute he walked away, bro.
Yeah, right. Shit.
Yeah, that's funny, man. Just fucking all these older people, man. And it's not even just that they're older. It's just fucking, they're senile, bro.
Bro,
Yeah.
old, bro.
All senile, like, come on, man.
Yeah.
All right, I guess we'll wrap this one up, boys.
Alrighty.
Yeah, appreciate y'all listening again. You know where to find us at. Appreciate it.
Yeah.
Till the next one. See you.
See you later.